to be ruthless.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Welcome back to Charm on Travel. I had hoped to show you a different way out of this town, but there appears to be some construction. A little bit of early morning fog. Quite beautiful. I find myself when I'm vlogging constantly looking down at the freaking speed. It is so easy to get trucking on this thing. Oh, those brakes were hot. Must have been fresh brakes on that truck. Make sure it's not mine. No, we're good. It's kind of like flying through the clouds, isn't it? Might not be any in the sky, but there's plenty on the ground. I was up way too late in the desert of, or I call it desert, southern Colorado, looking for a campground to stay in. Just driving up late, white line fever, catching myself, sort of riding a little sloppy. And I swear, I don't think there's lightning bugs out west, so, but the night was so clear. I hadn't seen so many stars since I was a kid. And it really was like you were flying through space. It was so flat there, before the mountains, because it's not like Appalachia here where you have foothills leading up to the, it's kind of rolling country leading up to maybe less impressive mountains, at least in the Pennsylvania area. You really have to go down to West Virginia or up to Maine, New York to get something, in the Appalachian Mountains that's a little more, kind of like the Rockies. It's tighter. But out there, it's just flat land, and then boom, mountains. Like they're just punched straight up out of the ground. Guess they don't call it Big Sky for nothing. Well, these sleepy little towns, the gas stations don't open up, do they? You can see here even eastern Ohio here, this far out away from, you know, the Appalachian mountain range. It's just rolling hill country. What's, you know, really nice about this area. And the forest, you know, it does seem tighter, it seems closer, but it is beautiful in its own right. Maybe not as dramatic, more pastoral and idyllic, but I suppose I'm a provincial person. I am quaint. I hope we are rolling through that. There's a cat down there. If a black cat crosses your path, then it's bad luck. Is a white cat good luck? That's racist. I learned something new, how cats began to be associated with witchcraft. I'm not sure where I watched it at, some documentary on cats. I was brushing up after getting Bob. But I guess because of the mannerisms and, you know, disposition of a cat and how it's nocturnal and hunts at night and sort of is aloof and yet also hangs around humans, you know, it's as mercurial, I suppose, as people are, and nothing frightens people like people. But in Europe, before the Black Death, you know, in medieval times, cats were hunted and burned, like in mass piles, because they thought, you know, they were demonic and, you know, associated with witchcraft and devil worshipping and that sort of thing. And, you know, they didn't draw that parallel, but shortly thereafter, you know, the plague ravaged Europe, carried by rodents and the fleas on their backs. Ignorance might be bliss, but it's dangerous to everyone else. That's how cats were first domesticated, they think, in, what was that island? I want to say Crete, but I'm not sure that's it. Somewhere in the Mediterranean. There's an island in the Mediterranean. It may have been Crete, but that's like the first evidence of a cat I think they found. I thought it was Egypt, but it was actually there, and it was buried with its master, so they know that it was, a pet situation. A pet situation. I think there's probably a lot of people dating that have that situation going on too, that arrangement. But cats were attracted to people because the grain, when they begin to settle down and farm, when civilization started, the cats were drawn in to, we didn't bring them in, they just came in. There's a mutually beneficial relationship. They came in to eat the rats that were eating our grain, and the mice and other little critters. And then thousands of years later, they're doing the same thing at any number of these barns that we'll drive by today. We got 43 miles on this tank. I didn't really want to head into town. I'm hoping this gas station down here is open. I don't even know what time it is, but come on, everybody, wake up. Looking good. We got some signage. We got a car in the parking lot. It is the right place. I don't know. This place is open either. Can you still use the pumps? I guess we're going to find out. Looks like they're on. Yeah, okay. Okay, that had to do us 0 gallons, $0. Well, if anyone was wondering why I like to ride in the mornings, here you go.
Alright, if you stuck around this long, there's a pretty good chance you'll watch part 2. I won't go to any great lengths pitching it to you. There's some good writing coming up, and 1 or 2 deep thoughts. You know the score by now. I did find some gasoline at the new gas station in Andover. That's where I'll pick up part 2. It shouldn't be too long of a wait. This is Charm on Travel, signing off, and reminding you to stay tuned.